What if I told you that while most countries are still debating plans, China is already building the future? High-speed trains that travel faster than airplanes, cities rising from empty land in just a few years, bridges longer than entire highways, and technology projects so massive they look like science fiction. Today's video is not hype, it's reality. In this video, we are exploring why China is often considered 20 years ahead of the rest of the world, and how its megaprojects are reshaping global power, trade, technology, and everyday life. These are not small developments, these are nation-changing, world-influencing projects that most countries can only dream of. If you enjoy deep travel insights, global development stories, and behind-the-scenes explanations of how countries really work, welcome to my channel, Travel Decoded. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Unmatched infrastructure scale. China builds infrastructure on a scale the world has never seen before. To understand how far ahead China is, you need to look at speed, size, and consistency. China has built over 40,000 kilometers of high-speed rail, more than the rest of the world combined. Trains regularly travel at speeds of 300 to 350 kilometers per hour, connecting cities that used to take overnight journeys in just a few hours. What makes this even more impressive is how fast China builds. Projects that take 15 to 20 years in other countries are completed in China within 3 to 5 years. Entire metro systems are planned, approved, and built at record speed. Cities like Shenzhen went from fishing villages to global megacities in a single generation. China is also home to the world's longest bridges, deepest tunnels, and most advanced transport hubs. The Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge alone stretches 55 kilometers across the sea and includes underwater tunnels built to survive earthquakes and typhoons. This is not just construction, it's engineering dominance. The reason China is ahead is simple: long-term planning. While many countries change priorities with every election, China plans decades ahead. Infrastructure is not treated as an expense, it's treated as an investment in national power. Roads, ports, railways, and airports are built not just for today, but for the next 50 years. Future cities and urban planning. China is not just building cities, it is designing the cities of the future. Urban planning in China focuses on efficiency, density, and integration. Entire smart cities are built with digital systems embedded from day one, including facial recognition, transport access, smart traffic control, and AI-powered energy management. One of the biggest examples is Xiumen New Area, a city planned from scratch to reduce pressure on Beijing. This city is designed to be green, high-tech, and fully connected with underground infrastructure so that power lines, transport, and utilities never disrupt daily life above ground. Chinese cities prioritize public transport, not cars. Massive metro networks ensure people can move efficiently without relying on private vehicles. This reduces pollution, saves time, and boosts productivity. Compare this to many global cities where traffic congestion costs billions every year. China also builds vertically and strategically. Residential, commercial, and industrial zones are carefully placed to reduce commute times. Schools, hospitals, and shopping centers are integrated within living areas, making cities more livable. While critics talk about ghost cities, the reality is that many of these areas were built in advance, waiting for population growth that eventually arrived. China builds first, then fills later. This forward-thinking approach is exactly why it stays ahead. Technology and innovation drive. China's megaprojects are not only physical, many are digital and technological. China leads the world in 5G infrastructure, with millions of base stations already deployed. This allows faster internet, autonomous vehicles, smart factories, and real-time data processing on a massive scale. In artificial intelligence, China invests billions every year. Facial recognition systems, smart surveillance, and AI-powered logistics are already part of daily life. Payments through mobile apps are so advanced that cash is nearly obsolete in major cities. China is also racing ahead in renewable energy. It is the world's largest producer of solar panels, wind turbines, and electric vehicles. Mega solar farms, massive wind corridors, and hydroelectric projects like the Three Gorges Dam power entire regions. Electric vehicles are everywhere in China: buses, taxis, delivery fleets, and personal cars. Charging infrastructure is built alongside roads and cities, making EV adoption practical, not symbolic. Even space exploration is part of China's long-term vision. From its own space station to lunar missions and Mars exploration, China is investing in technologies that define future global leadership. While other countries debate regulations, China moves forward with implementation. This speed of adoption is one of the main reasons it appears decades ahead. Global Mega Projects Strategy. China does not limit its ambition within its borders. Through the Belt and Road Initiative, China is building ports, railways, highways, and industrial zones across Asia, Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. This is not charity, it is strategic expansion. By financing and constructing infrastructure in developing countries, China secures trade routes, resource access, and geopolitical influence. Ports in Pakistan, railways in Africa, and highways in Central Asia all connect back to China's economic engine. This strategy allows China to export its construction expertise, technology, and industrial capacity while strengthening global supply chains that depend on it. Many of these projects would not exist without Chinese funding and execution speed. Critics argue about debt risks, but supporters point out that infrastructure creates growth. Roads, ports, and railways enable trade, jobs, and development. China understands that whoever builds the world's infrastructure shapes the world's future. This global mindset, thinking beyond borders, is another reason China feels 20 years ahead. It is not reacting to global change, it is actively creating it. China's rise is not accidental. It is the result of long-term planning, massive investment, rapid execution, and a clear vision of the future. From high-speed rail to smart cities, from renewable energy to global megaprojects, China builds at a scale and speed that few nations can match. Whether you admire it or criticize it, one thing is clear: China is not waiting for the future, it is building it. These megaprojects are reshaping how people live, how economies grow, and how global power is distributed. And understanding them helps us understand where the world is heading next. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more powerful global stories explained simply, please like this video, subscribe to Travel Decoded, and I'll see you in the next one.